I used to focus all my energy so much on not really wanting to change someone, but wanting this person to see the bigger picture of like, we're in a relationship, hey, let us meet each other halfway.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Sorry to interject though, bruh. No disrespect, but you were desperately trying to change her.
Oh.
And I used to tell you.
Zangang.
Let me finish, we'll get to that one.
Things get
because
interesting,
I wanted to ask you the
don't
question
they?
because it was going to take another turn. Ne? I will come back to you I'm going to ask you why you're saying that. But as I was saying, ne?
We're back again with another one.
What's up?
Yeah. It's been long. Eh?
I definitely missed this.
A full 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
Yo, guys. Today we have Fabian.
And you guys have to be consistent. Stop this thing of skipping. What is skipping about?
But we were
Excuse
dealing
me.
with something though. Very sensitive, guys.
I mean, hello. we didn't do it on purpose.
I'm back. I'm back.
Biggest jerk on the planet. Welcome back, jerk.
Thank you very much, Mosa. Thank you very much. Jay, back to you. Anyway, guys, how have you guys been?
Really amazing.
We've been good, man.
Really good.
I should be asking you that question.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, are you guys not going to ask me, actually? My business trip went very well. Stop doing that eyes. She's doing the eyes again.
He can't help himself.
I feel good. I feel amazing. Look at me. Like, I was darker before I left. I was thinner before I left. Yeah. I was slouching a lot before I left. Now I'm sitting upright, like.
With them kicks, nigga.
You know.
Cape Town kicks, nigga.
And by the way, yes. And by the way, I was watching the podcast alone, while I was that side. Mosa, you are doing an amazing fucking job. I'm jealous because of like you are doing better than how I can do
she's
it.
way better. Hey?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, thank you.
And he's
Thanks
fired,
a lot.
by the way. He
yeah,
knows that
like
he's fired.
this is your last time. You should say bye to the audience already. Cause I took your job, nigga.
But we've missed you anyway, nonetheless, my guy.
Thanks guys, thanks. And I feel like a guest right now because like who did you get in my key?
Well, right now you're a guest.
So like wire yourself.
We don't trust him. We need to wire him. It's not safe.
Yeah.
But in any case, bruh, this week we decided to discuss some topic, right? Because of Trendaz, we always come up with topics that we should dwell upon, right?
Yeah.
Just let's divulge and then give out our opinions. Mm-hmm. And then so we decided that this we're going to talk about effortless love. And now, what about effortless love? How to give effortless love?
How to give and receive, though.
Okay, well...
No, it's important to know how to receive.
I understand.
Because sometimes the giving is easier than the receiving.
No, yeah.
Especially if you've been through, like, a whole lot of toxicity in your life, and in regards to relationships, any form of relationship, whether it's your friendships, whether it's your love life or whatever. Sometimes we struggle with, I know, I've been on some, why is this person's love so effortless? Why, what is this person up to?
But okay, Sasa, what is effortless love, though?
What is effortless love?
Yeah.
It's love that doesn't take a lot out of you. It doesn't feel like work. It just comes freely. I was gonna say effortlessly, but that's pretty
naturally.
Pointless. Yeah, it's just a natural situation that just flows out of you.
Yeah. For instance, when you are giving the effortless love, I can only the receiving end and there's the giving, right? So when you are at the giving, that is why Mosa and I agree with you 100%. Yeah, like the giving is much more easier. You understand? So when you naturally have like a pure heart, although we mostly say like there's nothing like a pure heart and whatnot, but like if you are someone who is like, you know what, whatever gets to you, that is sort of out of motive or out of whatever, you don't actually take it that much to heart because of you have like this pure heart. You understand? And because of you have that, you giving is very much easy. You understand? It's very much easy to give. Guys, this topic, when you guys just told me the topic, and I was like, shit. I'm like one of those, Mos. You understand? Yeah. And I was like, gosh, these niggas plotted because I didn't even know about this fucking topic.
Yeah.
Like,
well, you didn't ask us.
No, I wanted to be surprised. I wanted to be surprised with my comeback. Do you know why I felt that we should discuss more on? Okay, we can also divulge into the receiving because of as you stated that sometimes the receiving can be hard, right? But now, why the giving part? Because of it's something that you have control over.
Okay.
Because of you project it.
I don't think so. May I explain to you why?
Okay, you may.
I believe that I'm a lover, right? Like, I've said it multiple times where I say things like, one thing that God definitely gifted me was the ability to love, right? I'm really good at giving love. It's not through my control. I can't control it. It just happens. Even if I see that I'm getting what I'm getting is not the same as what I'm giving. I'm just giving it out. And at some point in my life, I thought that God put me on this earth to just give out love and not receive it back, because I wasn't getting what I was giving. Yeah. You know, so that's why sometimes I don't think it's under your control. Sometimes these things just happen. You know, that's just who you naturally are, even though you don't want to be that person. Even when you can see that you are a clown to the person you're giving this love to, sometimes you just can't help yourself.
Yeah, I do agree. No, preach.
Yeah.
But still,
as usual. Why are you acting surprised?
Fire.
No,
fire.
But you know, you have to.
Though I agree with her, in some way, but now not fully, because of I believe that it's personality dependent.
Sure.
You understand what I'm saying? Thus, you might find it easy to give off that love. Do you understand? Be it with your partner, that you with romantically,
friends,
your
family.
friend, your family. It goes forth and forth, right? But some people might struggle to give it off.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is personality. You get those people that are reserved, that are too cautious, right? Because of maybe past trauma, we don't know, whatever, right? So that's because of they have experienced this. They find it difficult to offer that love, that natural love, because of now they have these boundaries, they have these barriers that they put for themselves.
Okay,
Sure.
Understand what I'm saying?
On what you've just said, now I'm going to ask you a question, because of I heard what you said and I heard what you said, and this is hence I said I like everything that you said again. I 100%, because I'm that kind of person. You understand? My question to you is, why do you think, and Luena Mosa, someone who sets boundaries, true love, the way I explained the true love, and unallocated natural love, do we still call it effortless love, though? You understand what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Because of my thing is this: when you have that effortless love, you hence can keep really like some people will come into your life at the receiving end. They come into your life, and then you are giving so much energy of that love to this person, and this person is not giving it back. What do you do at that point? But because of you have that effortless love, it still is not going to hold you back to not give love. You understand what I'm saying?
Listen.
So my question is, is it still effortless love if you are setting boundaries for yourself because of that you are a natural lover, you have that effortless love? Are we still calling it that?
The thing is, are you a natural lover?
I don't know if it's effortless. I think it's conditional.
It's conditional, though.
Yeah, I think effortless love is unconditional.
It is
it
unconditional.
Has no conditions
No
whatsoever.
boundary, whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, but why we're discussing the topic is because of you might be having. Let me say, for example, I'm in a relationship with you, right? I love you deep down inside, like you like my fire, right? But because of now, like I said, past trauma, past experiences, and whatnot.
Sure.
I choose to set boundaries as to how I show you my love. I choose to be cautious as to how I maneuver me showing the love. You understand what I'm saying? Now I'm caught within that predicament. It's not to say, well, I don't love you. But there are now these particular things that are playing role with my mental state, with my psychological state, to say, but Ernest, to tread carefully, avoid giving off too much of this. Do you understand what I'm saying? As I said, for you it might be easy to give it off, but for some people, based on how they respond to circumstances, how they respond to pain and whatnot, they create certain things, certain barriers and whatnot.
Yeah, but
then it becomes a challenge to another person.
I agree with you, but then my point was, then it's not effortless.
It's not.
But it's still within you, so it's possible.
It's within you.
It's
But
possible for you.
But now you're not giving it off.
You are not.
That is not effortless.
Yes.
That's the topic. How to
give effortless love. I think I think actually, when I sit down and I think about it, it actually does come with boundaries to a certain extent. Like when I think about it right now, because it starts with self-love, right?
Yeah.
With loving yourself. So when you love yourself, you know what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept. And if you're willing to accept just anything and everything, then you're lacking love of self.
You don't know your worth. You don't know yourself.
You're lacking love of self. So maybe, maybe it does come with boundaries. Maybe,
love does come with
boundaries.
No, I'm not saying, I'm talking about effortless love. Maybe it does come with boundaries because I can, but then what happens when, I remember I once said, I feel like love is effortless when I learn who you are and I learn to love the person that you are, right? But also, it's about if that works for me, if the person that you are works for me, right? Because self-love, remember, and if self is not interested in what you are selling, self is not going to buy.
Then that is where the boundaries, if you can understand.
The conditions.
Right. Understand. Yeah.
But then, remember you asked what is effortless.
Yeah.
And I had suggested that effortless love
is unconditional.
But unconditional love is very risky.
But you understand? Let's talk about unconditional love a bit. Right?
Okay.
According to my perception, right, about unconditional love. I remember the song for Tupac, "Unconditional Love."
I'm actually singing it in my head.
Yeah. It's actually
love.
Right.
Yeah.
He talks about the mother giving off that unconditional love, right? But within the songs, the mother didn't shy away from reprimanding the kids when they were wrong.
Sure.
So there was a boundary to say, I love you unconditionally as you are, but it doesn't mean I'm going to let you do whatever the fuck that you want to do.
Yeah, because love without conditions is quite dangerous.
You understand what I'm saying? So
it's very risky to have that unconditional love.
No, it's not risky to have unconditional love. We got to recognize that unconditional comes with boundaries also. Like it comes with terms and conditions.
I don't think
to say
so.
Why are you saying that?
I just made an example.
No.
Tupac speaks about unconditional love.
Stop saying no.
Tupac, I just made an example. Tupac speaks of unconditional love in his song that the mother gives her children. But within that unconditional love, still the mother is not afraid to reprimand when they've done wrong, meaning Meaning getting past
that is
them.
having conditions.
Yeah.
That is a condition.
Yeah,
Yes,
that is a
it's
condition.
but
That
it's
is
unconditional.
unconditional. It is not, brother.
No, you have to understand. Unconditional love. It means I accept you as you are, but still I'm not gonna.
You see, the minute
listen,
you say "but,"
Yeah,
it
it
becomes a
changes. It
contradiction.
changes. Yeah, it
No,
changes.
listen,
The phrase.
guys, let's not discuss to argue. Let's discuss to listen and understand, and then you can respond.
Sure. Okay.
That's how it works.
Sorry
It
there.
works better than
No,
way.
wait first. You know I'm laughing.
Sorry there.
You know I'm laughing. Now I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, shit, Fabian, are you one of them now? Because I remember when I watched your podcast, we were like, and then he said the same thing. I don't know if you are you listening to argue, are you listening to understand?
I always do you know why I say that, bro? It's very imperative for us to do that because of if you cut me mid sentence and then you're like, no, you won't be able to. If Mosa says something, I listen to her and then I digest, contemplate on what she says, try to put myself in her shoes as to how she sees the world, how she perceives everything. And then it will make sense.
Okay.
Because of I spoke about this before to say English is tricky. Just because of it says a word like this doesn't necessarily mean it's one side. It's a binary. It's not a binary. It's not a 1 and a 0. Right? It's a universe. We're not talking electrical engineering. We're talking the life. So just because of you say the word unconditional means like that, but you might get that there are sub-meanings of that same word.
I definitely agree with what you're saying with sub-meanings of words. But I feel like unconditional is a word that's extremely basic. It does not have.
For example,
without condition.
let me no. Your love can be conditional. I love you only if you do not do this. Ne? And then it can be unconditional. I love you regardless of, but doesn't mean I'm not gonna tell you off about you wrong. I still love you though. I don't hate you. I'm not gonna.
Maybe that can define.
No, that's unconditional. Like I love you.
No, that is
I
unconditional.
still love you regardless of what you did.
But it doesn't mean
Sure.
because of I love you so much. I don't want to see you astray. So I'm gonna
Sure.
try to
Okay.
mold you back to. Put you to.
I think
so there are the
Which is where effortless actually also comes in.
that's effortless. That's why I said it has boundaries in a sense whereby you're not gonna.
We must learn to let him finish.
Excuse
please.
me, I'm sitting here listening.
Because of now I see where he's getting at.
The conditional part comes to. I still do love you. It's unconditional. It's part of the effortless love, but I'm not going to lead you astray. So going back to our topic, is the same thing that I can have that effortless love, but because of, like I said, past trauma, past experiences, man. Like I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? I developed this. How do you say it now? I don't want to say boundary, but I developed this defense mechanism, right? So, but now I have it. I'm afraid to show it. So the topic about it, I want us to discuss, like how do you learn to let go
of
what happened?
Break down the
Okay,
wall.
may I please
Break
answer
down
that?
that wall.
May I please answer that, guys? Do you know? This topic. I don't want to get emotional, but you know what, Frank? Like I was going to tell Frank now, and I can't answer that. Do you know? I have that problem. And I don't know if I should say it's a problem or whatever, but like, because of, I have so much love in me, to the point where, as you said also, like it only made sense to you now, like actually thinking while sitting here that actually boundaries can be there, you understand? Whereas, because of I have so much love, because of I have this thing of, it's in me, but sometimes, and then it gets to the point of like, I was hurt so much, so many times. But it gets to the point of like, I just brush it off, then I just move on. Mm-hmm. You understand? Mm-hmm. And forgetting myself in the process to protect myself because of I have that self-love for myself. You understand what I'm saying? And so everything that he just said now, it actually makes sense. Why is actually pressing on to the question that he asked at first at hand when he asked that, what do you do, or how do you how do you stop that from actually continuing it happening? Because of, when you have this effortless love, ne? However you've been hurt, whether it's by the same person, whether you meet someone else, you're still going to be like, you just carry on because of that's what I do. Because of, I believe that love is love. Just share it. Just give it.
That's I said. It's personally dependent.
I believe that as well, because in my situation, it's more of, I'm not going to allow somebody else's inability to love me stop me from progressing through love.
Exactly.
Because like I said, I feel like I've been gifted the ability to love really well. So I'm not going to let the fact that Fabian didn't know how to receive my love and didn't know how to reciprocate my love stop me from loving Frank. And I feel like if I get to Frank and Frank is a bigger jerk than what Fabian was, then I can just let go of Frank and move on with my life, because you're the one with the problem, not me.
You, yeah.
I'm not gonna sit in a corner. Yes, of course I'll be hurt. My feelings will be hurt. But I'm not gonna sit there and let it stop my entire life because you don't know how to accept or to give love. Because
I can recognize gold.
Because I feel like that says a lot about you more than it does about me. It says a lot about your self-love than it does about me. It says a lot about how you perceive love and what kind of love you grew up in, what kind of situations you grew up in, I remember I grew up watching my grandparents love each other, right? And I was just like, damn, I can't wait. I can't wait for this to be me.
Yeah.
Where before my grandfather passed away, they were in like 50 plus, And I was like, 50 years, dog, 50 years with one person in their life. Yo, that's wild. But also, it's exciting because it's like, imagine like the stages we go through until we get to the point of 50 years together. I'm not going to sit here and, yes, I will sit and cry. Yes, I will. Maybe I'll take 2 weeks off. And 2 weeks of a relationship. But afterwards, I'm back in the game.
2 weeks of mood.
I'm back
One
in
day
the
is
game.
enough.
No, for a lot of people it is like that. And we sit and judge people and say, did this person take time off to reflect and think about, it's sort of like grief. Like remember when I was telling you guys earlier, I feel like people are forcing me to grieve. People don't, like for them, it's weird that I'm saying I'm okay after I just lost my grandmother. And I'm okay. It's not that I'm not sad, but I'm okay because I watched it happen and I knew what was going to happen and I knew what the consequences would be and I knew all of that. So with love, I've always felt like that. Like, shame, sweetie, you are the sick one. I'm healthy.
Yeah. Well, kudos as to how you view the whole thing, and that's a healthier way to view, because of
it is
you always have to remember that you're not the problem.
Exactly.
Just that, unfortunately, sometimes you get that other people don't view that like that, especially people that already struggle with low self-esteem.
Yes.
Now they get hurt. Now they blame themselves.
Okay, sure.
They want me to understand. Like, I'm the problem. Like, I'm not good enough. You understand what I'm saying? And it always affects when you now move on to the next relationship. I know myself. I'm like that. I'm like you guys. I don't mind giving off love.
Sure.
Right. I like regardless what it gets, I'm relationship.
But he's so protective of that.
But I'm protective. I have a bit of being protective over myself.
Yeah, that's good. It's not a bad thing at all.
And a lot, eh? And a lot.
It says a lot about the way you love yourself.
No. He knows.
Yeah.
When it comes to because of one thing that we need to understand is that loving yourself comes first for you to be able to offer self-love or complete love. Right? If you don't love yourself, how are you going to love the other party?
That is what I say a lot of the time. Yeah.
It goes hand in hand. So and he knows I preached to him a lot of times with me and my cousin, and we speak about such things. And then I'm like, boy,
My cousin.
okay, friend, sorry.
Whatever.
No, it's good to be back.
May I please say something?
Was that being Mosa?
May I please say something,
You
Frankie?
may, yes.
I also feel like within that, sometimes other people don't view it the way that I do. Né? I feel like if somebody breaks your spirit, because sometimes in a relationship, somebody can just completely. I've said this in one of our conversations before, where I've said that sometimes somebody will get into a relationship with a strong woman with the concept of I need to break her because she's too strong or whatever, right? And then you get into the relationship
I felt that one.
with somebody that breaks you down completely. I feel like then that's where you actually need to sit down and gather your thoughts and get yourself back together to fix yourself up, because otherwise you're going to get into a relationship with whatever you find next. Whatever seems like it's better than what you had just been through. And, and it's not going to be better, because sometimes people lie about who they are. Sometimes if you are trying really hard to impress me, to get me, you're going to do things proper and whatever. But then at some point you're just going to be like,
I got you already, Mosa.
I'm tired of this shit, bitch. I don't care. I'm not doing this anymore.
This is me.
Yeah, this is the real me. And now I'm just sitting there like... But now, because I didn't take the time out to take care of self, now I'm just sitting there trying so hard to fix you, to bring you back
Mosa,
to that guy you were like 3 weeks into our relationship, that honeymoon phase. I'm trying so hard to get you back to that I'm not realizing that I'm losing more and more of myself in trying to fix you.
That's beautifully.
That's what I've been that's what I've been going through, like the entire time of my relationship, or let me say most actually. Now, because of I had moments where I remember even last year, he would be like, is it last year or even the year before? He'd be like, even with this other friend of ours, I'm not going to name drop or whatever. So they were like, nah man, something is different with Fabian. Eh? Fabian he's not vibrant. Fabian is, I was like that kind of person. It got to that point, like Fabian is not that person. Like you feel Fabian's presence.
Sure.
You understand? Because of, I used to focus all my energy so much on not really wanting to change someone, but wanting this person to see the bigger picture of like, we're in a relationship, hey, let us meet each other halfway.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Sorry to interject though, bruh. No disrespect, but you were desperately trying to change her. And I used to tell you.
Zang.
Let me finish, we'll get to that one.
Things get
because
interesting,
I wanted to ask you the question
they?
because it was going to take another turn. Ne? I will come back to you with, I'm going to ask you why you're saying that. But as I was saying, ne, like, it got to the point, like, do you know, like, the same as you just mentioned now about, like, trying so hard to want to fix someone. You understand? That thing of like the relationship is fine, like from start, blah 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 blah, blah everything, and then now, because of you love this person so much, this person shows off their true self. You understand? And then because of you so want to be with this person,
because your love made them so comfortable that they can be their true self.
Yes.
But their true self is not the person you met.
It's not the person that I met, but toxic. Because of or toxic because of. Kudos for what everything that you guys said with the topic, toxic, But anyway, so it got to that point, Mosa, where I even became so defensive when people who knows me would tell me like, Fabian, you are fooling yourself. Can't you see what's going on? You understand? I know deep down. The red flags are there, but I'm trying. I have this hope, like it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. I'm hoping it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. You understand? I'm hoping it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. I'm like, it'll get better. It's gonna get better.
You know, you did that a lot.
I did that a lot. Like maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. There's why every time
I need to change myself.
that every time when this person comes back, every time when this person comes back, what happens? I let this person back in because I still have hope, because I still have this love
I get
for
it.
this person.
I definitely
You understand
get it.
what I understand? It took me how many times for me to actually fucking get it?
And she wasn't
You
changing
understand?
you for the better. She was just
She was actually
breaking
just
you down, just breaking
yeah.
you
It's the
straight.
same what you said. Because of you have like the strong personality, strong
yes.
character. This is actually me feeling when you said that there's like I felt it because I felt like this person actually saw this strong character. This person has this
because
aura. She came in to suck off
It's
of
because
that
that person
energy.
has something wrong with themselves.
With themselves.
No, no, no.
Yes.
It's like
You
that.
understand?
Do you know what, Nessa?
So my question is, because we are still on this, my question is, why are you saying that most of the time I was trying to change her?
You were.
What is your
no,
reasons?
May I speak?
Okay.
You're right. And I told
This
you a
topic
lot.
is deep, guys.
Right. Now, guys, we've been. I was when I brought out the topic.
Okay, stop it, man.
Me, I love drama.
Not drama.
As long as it's not mine. I want to put it clear.
No,
Yeah.
because of actually, he's a perfect example for this topic. And by the way, when I came up
I
with the
think
topic,
we all are in some way, though.
No,
No, we
yeah.
are.
Even people watching.
we are. He said that now he's current on the situation.
Okay,
like he's the
sure,
most
sure,
current on the
sure.
situation. And then
Okay, yeah.
you understand? He's fresh off
Definitely.
the bake, right?
Yeah. No name dropping.
And when I was when I was busy,
Represent
no, I
the
will
state.
never.
Like the
I'm
last
a
time, remember?
professional.
I got a confusion.
I will. I'm joking. I won't.
Yeah, but-
anyway,
yeah.
you were saying.
And by the way, when I came up with the topic, you were not supposed to be part of the whole thing. You were busy now for Cape Town, right? Only to find out when we actually shoot it, which was we had to now wait for Mosa's grandmother's passing to do the whole thing. That's what I wanted to mention when the podcast started, so we can be like somewhat there, right? But in any case, now we're here, and then it's unfortunate that it's deep,
Sure,
right?
sure.
And then I was one of the people that experienced the whole journey as
With
it happened,
them, yeah.
right? And then why I say that he was trying to change the woman, because it was exactly that. A lot of times, he would hope. I remember the topic that you spoke about on by fusions, right? And then you did the part 2 why we cheat. The first topic, when it was only the two of us, he spoke about his journey, touch and go, about his journey, right? He was still with that girlfriend. I wanted so much to tell you, but boy, you must expect she's gonna do the same thing. I think if you go back and watch that episode, you're gonna see me referencing in a way, no, prepare for she's gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
And asking me a lot of questions.
Yeah, no, because I anticipated, because of I saw how much hope he had and how much hope he felt for this woman will change.
And how badly he wanted.
The woman to change.
change.
Because of now, he's the one trying to change the woman, like reasoning with her. Like, that's how you try to change her. But no, but look at life this way.
But
Look at the bigger
may I ask
picture.
a question in the situation of trying to change her? Were you trying to change her from being bad to be better? Or were you trying to change her into what you wanted her to be?
No, from bad to be better.
Okay.
Bad to be better.
You also feel like she was real bad.
You have no idea.
Was she that bad?
You have no idea.
Yo, you have no idea. And especially when, because of after the whole breakup, that's when everything started gathering from Ene himself and then also from my side. Actually, I was like, shit. Now you remember everything from day one. Now you remember everything. What this one said, and also you remember the actions and whatnot. That's when you're like, shit, this person is bad. This person actually came into my life not because of she wanted
And
to.
you also start
It was-
questioning your judgment.
I'm
Like,
actually trying, like I'm like,
was I thinking?
shit.
So, Fabian was one person that knows his worth. But for that couple of seconds with the relationship, which was a lot of years, he forgot his worth.
Yeah,
And I used to
I
tell him,
definitely understand
I used
that.
to tell him, if I'm wrong, please do say. Did I not tell you a lot of times that you seem to not know your worth? It's like you feel without this person, you are nothing.
You can't breathe.
You can't breathe. Like, oh my Lord,
No,
you're gonna
I
fall into a
definitely
deep abyss.
Even Mosa, you will continue now. I'm really sorry to. I'm just quickly because I cannot label. This other friend of mine, she was like, we were talking on the phone. She's in Pretoria, right? So she called me. I'm that side. So we were talking now. She's now only asking me because the whole time she didn't know, because I'm not that kind of person. You understand? Only like my close circle. So she was like asking me about where is your daughter's and I was like, no, this is what's happening. You understand? And I showed her this one screenshot of whatever, which you guys know about. I don't want to disclose now. So she was like, Chief. So she's talking like a lot, and then WhatsApp, the voice notes and whatnot. And then now she was like, shit, what? She couldn't believe it. Because of, if you don't know her, the girlfriend, if you don't know her, she'll be like, shut us, this is like the best person for Fabian. Yeah. She's a wonderful woman, she's blah, blah, blah. She couldn't believe it. So when I actually just explained everything, explained everything, she was like, but dude, Wena, you are the most strongest and the most observant person that I know. Do you remember what lessons you used to tell us? You used to say, if someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. What happened to those words, Fabian? And I was like,
it's always easier to give
quote,
the advice than to use
use it. It's true.
I know for a fact,
it's true.
I have an ex where my sisters used to constantly sit me down and be like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm just like, no, leave him, okay? He's not that bad. He's gonna be okay. You know?
Or sometimes we're beefing with your family members because you're trying to protect this person.
And now I'm upset with my sisters, like, hey,
dude,
how could you?
I don't know.
And then you come out of it. Wait, let me just finish, please, Frankie.
Yeah.
And then you come out of it and you sit there with yourself and now you're questioning yourself. Like, Chubby, what the hell was that? Like, what were you doing?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I think with that ex of mine that was before my girlfriend, it took him becoming physically abusive once for me to walk away. But I didn't realize that entire time he was abusive, like emotionally, you know? I did see it.
Preach! I love it and I'm right.
I did see it, but then I tried very hard to cover that up, you know.
That's what you do.
I tried, like I said, with the guy that he was in the beginning. So I tried to cover all of that up and be like, no man, let's get you back to that guy, you know. And it was impossible.
Do you know why, Mosa? I said preach, right? Because of that conversation we had, Fabian and I, last week, when I was busy shopping for my mirror for my car.
Remind me, please.
Right?
Yeah.
And then we spoke about this other friend, and then it led to a conversation about abuse. And I told her, when someone does that the first time, and then you don't go out of you break up and then you go back, you're gonna find the same person.
Yeah, and
same problem.
Might even be worse.
And then it was like no, some other people can change. I'm like, Fabian, there are differences. You must understand. If a woman decides or a guy decides they leave, most probably it was not the first time. No, it was not the first time. And then he got, for some reason I was like, why are you being defensive and angry? Because you got defensive and angry, like very irritated with me, and I stopped talking. And then, but he was insisting, no, you can if you break up, you can break up, and then it only happened once. But I loved how you put it, he only hit you once, but there were signs, there were things that he was doing abusively
that led to the point where it became physical.
That is why they did that once.
Because I allowed all of that emotional abuse. I allowed all of it. And it came 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 until it got to the point where now he became physical. But fortunately, I'm one of the women who could walk away with physicality just once.
Exactly.
Because some women will sit there and soak in it.
Up until they die.
Exactly. Some of them don't realize that this is taking away from who you are. I have a friend who, we're not as close as what we used to be because of the abusive guy that she was dating. And Mugai like, sometimes he'd want to slap her in front of us, and I would get in between them, like,
What the fuck?
what are you doing, dog? And his friends would be okay with all of that. Like, the guys would just sit back. It would be normal. And me and the girls would be on some, what are you doing, dog? You know, and I watched my friend deteriorate, you know, and it broke my heart. It broke my heart watching my friend become somebody who she's not, because in a little Mugelo I change the outfit every 20 minutes. She wants to wear a new outfit for no reason whatsoever. Just like, let me wear a new outfit, let me change, let me wear a new outfit. What do you think of this? And that time we're not going anywhere. We're sitting at her place and we're not moving.
Oh,
but she continues to just change, like
Just in
for
pictures.
pictures.
That's how lively
because
she
we wouldn't
was.
even take pictures. She just felt like nice.
She's lively.
You know,
She's that
and
live.
I like to look like this, so I want everybody to view me in this way and this to happen and all of that. And I watched her become a girl that hardly took care of her hair anymore. I watched her become a girl that would hardly bath anymore. Like, another asphalt, like Kimberly, she was just asphalt. And she was ashy as fuck. And I'd be like, what the hell is going on? And regardless of how many times I tried to save her, you can't save somebody that's not ready to be saved. You know? I did my best to the point where our friendship broke up. Her life fell to tatters because of this guy, you know, and it broke my heart to find that out. You know, Miguel, her life is just gone.
Yeah.
You know, but if somebody's not willing to listen, there's nothing you can only. But the thing is, I'm the type that doesn't give up. You know, I'm the type that continuously keeps trying. Please, Chomi, listen to me. Listen to me, please. I'm begging you. And I'll do things to try to take you out of the situation. You know, like, let's go hang out, guy. You know, but at the end of the day, she's still gonna go back to him, regardless of
hoping that.
And I can understand because I put myself because of I remember the last time. Actually, let me not say the last time. The last time when we spoke, he reminded me of, like, remember what you told me. Or like, Frank, the way you always tell me the same things, but you're telling me the same thing, but you're telling me in different
ways.
Trying to make them realize.
You're trying to find a way
to make
this guy. He's so happy right now. Last week, Mosa, here's it. Mosa, this guy was like, "Don't look at you. You're so." I didn't take offense. He's like, "You're so clean. You're so."
Whereas to Fabian,
and I said the Fabian that I know.
Yeah. Whereas when he said that, I didn't take offense because of me myself. I can get a mail. When I saw the changes, and especially when I come back home and my mom is like, "Hey, look at you," and my aunts them, imagine you understand? You must get it. You understand? If you don't get it, forget about it. Right? So, when he said that, I was like, that time, all of you and your sisters like, because of, I didn't have the energy to do that. And that goes back to that topic, like, are you being lazy or just are you depressed?
Yes.
So I was actually depressed. I thought most of the time I'm just lazy.
I was just fortunate enough
you understand what I'm saying?
to actually get into a relationship with somebody who pulled me out of that dark hole and said, pull yourself together right now. You know, like, let me show you. Let me show you what you deserve. Let me show you let me show you better. You know, let me show you how you can maneuver through this life, you know. And I know a lot of people saw a lot of change in me when I started dating my girlfriend, but I think it's also because I became more calm. And for people, other people thought are you in an abusive relationship again? And I was like, no, I'm just so relaxed in my current, bless you. I'm just so relaxed in my current relationship that I don't have to stress. I can just breathe
And
now.
you know what, Frank, with what she's saying, Mosa, it was not a thing, like, she's telling you, let me show you this, or let me do this. When you saw it, and then it made you, okay, you know what, this is worth investing in. You understand what I'm saying?
I remember even at the beginning.
And we all need that in our lives.
In the beginning, she used to say to me, you're so aggressive, calm down, and I'd be, at anything, I'd like spit fire.
Sure.
Because I can be a dragon. I can be a dragon, and you guys know that.
I know.
And I remember a couple of months into our relationship, she's like, the dragon is gone. And I'm like, Skampapela, say. Skampapela. But
I'm getting hot, guys. Sorry, nah.
I found effortless love. And now it's easier. As much as it's always been easy for me to give effortless love, now it's more easier. And I've come to realize that as much as I give effortless love, I also deserve to receive it. Because I thought that I must just pour and pour and pour and pour into people. That's what I used to think. I thought like I was put on this planet to just pour into people and teach them love and teach them that even if I don't get it back, it's okay. Until I started getting it back and I was like,
this is what I've been missing.
I'm supposed to get it back too?
Okay, because now we have like a few minutes, right? Frank, do you think, nah, effortless love is real?
It's real.
It's real.
Right.
And do you feel that you still have these boundaries?
No.
You don't?
To be honest, listen, as like when we first like dived into the topic, right? You guys mentioned how you receive love, how you give out love, and how you deal with pain and trauma and the whole lot. And then you guys are similar, and I know for a fact that you guys are similar.
Yeah.
Oh, that is why we love each other so much.
You guys are
That
similar.
is why we can.
love is a very strong word.
Bitch.
Love is a very strong word.
So for a fact I know, right? But now I know that I'm a bit different. I'm not far off from how you guys deal with things. I'm not far off from how you give off things. But I'm a bit different in terms of building a protective layer.
Sure.
Right? So, and I might come across as someone that's strong with knowing their self-worth. I'm quick to, he knows that I'm very quick to react when I feel that I'm not receiving what I deserve.
I saw it.
And it's so obvious. It's so obvious.
Last week Saturday, I got to witness that, and I was like, "Dog, please calm down, my friend. Breathe."
Okay, what did I do now? I don't even know what did I do.
The lady in line that didn't want you to buy from me in line.
At a certain at a certain place. Because when it came out, I was like,
no, I respond aggressively to that because of
no, we're not into that. Come on.
I'm going on.
There's a point he's trying to make.
I respond aggressively to such because of
let's articulate.
I have this that if I don't receive what I deserve, I'm afraid to get hurt.
It's fine.
So rather I deal with the pain myself, and I cause the pain myself, and then I'll deal with it.
Okay.
Right. But not to say that I react impulsively. When I react, is before everything is dire. Before a dire situation happens, or in that point of no turning back, whereby I'm going to be like sobbing for years and years and years because I'm very fragile.
Okay.
Right. So how
a lot of things. When you say you're very fragile, a lot of things are making sense to me now.
Yeah, no.
Because I've known you for years, right?
Yeah.
But you've never admitted to me that you're a fragile
I'm
human
fragile.
being.
I'm a fragile
But
human
a
being.
lot of like your reactions.
I'm glad that he actually said it
sometimes
himself
and
right now
whatever.
because
No,
I wanted to
Yeah.
say, that protective layer is because of his very fragile.
because of the fragility.
Yeah.
No, I get it now. And I like that's why I said a lot of things have just made sense to me, and just that.
I've hurt myself. I've caused hurt to myself on relationship. They think about, okay, now this is fucking me up, right? And then I feel it's like going nowhere fast, and I see where it leads because of there are always signs within a relationship to see this is the destination. We have run our race. I think we're in a stop line.
It's
right?
enough now.
It's the end line.
This is where we get off.
And then I know eventually that person the signs they're gonna like push you off the horse, and then you're gonna fall, right? And the horse is gonna run. So I'm that person who to be like, whoa, brigabova. Let me get off the horse, and then you can run on with your
Take your horse with you.
I'm that type. I'm that type of person, right?
No. Let me put it this way. You see how good of this friendship is, ne? Betray him once. He's out. Not saying he's always
gonna be
out. He's going to be so distant from you. That's how he is.
No, and the after part.
This guy is so protective of him.
The after part is that I'm gonna smile. I'm not gonna be otherwise towards you, right? But you're gonna feel it's never the same.
It's not gonna be the same.
And I'm gonna make you feel.
Yeah, I think I'm like that as well. Like,
seriously, guys.
So I remember.
It's not harsh, babes. It's protecting yourself.
I remember.
You cannot. You know what the problem is now. We, excuse me.
No, when I say it's harsh, it's that
we've been taught
you
that
guys are still smiling
forgiveness. But the thing is, we sometimes don't realize that the more you forgive someone, the more they think they can fucking play on your head and do whatever it is. Like you're a jumping castle now. You know, I can forgive you once, I can forgive you twice, but then we're done. After round 2, I'm not doing this anymore.
Listen, let me just say this quickly, ne? Mosa, like, when I say forgiving someone, when I said it's harsh, meaning like, okay, let me make an example.
Sure.
And then I feel some type of way going. I'm not feeling the same way anymore. It's fine. He's like, I will even smile that you're okay, but you will feel it. I will make it deliberately. The reason I'm saying it's harsh, my thing is this. Dude, when I'm gone, I'm gone. And when I say I'm gone, it means like, I'm not saying I don't want you near my space.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's me.
When I'm gone. When I'm gone. Don't even.
No, but you don't even hate that person.
Now if I hate someone, I don't want you fucking near my fucking space.
The way you're behaving.
It's not good for me, yeah.
It's not working.
The energy.
Yeah, it's not working. We're clashing too much.
Listen, you fucking up my vibe.
Let's just move apart.
You're killing my vibe, so I don't want my vibe because I don't want to kill your vibe.
Together. Let's not be in this together anymore. I'm sorry, but no.
We can rather be Asha. Go your way and I'll go mine.
Please.
You understand what I'm saying?
Live your
life.
No, honestly, because the thing is, I realized that, but I realized it late in life also, that you give people multiple chances. But you don't realize that the more chances you give to somebody that keeps breaking you,
that's my problem.
The more chance you're chipping away from yourself.
And then
that's my problem. I give a lot of I give people chances.
And do you know what makes you chip away from yourself? Because of you give that person the chance. Don't think what they're gonna go with you. They're gonna get into that space with you, respecting you. They're gonna respect you less.
Yeah.
Shaba, I was not respecting you before. Now you give me a chance, and
now I can disrespect you openly.
I respect you less than I was before, and then now it happens again, and you give me. I'm gonna disrespect you now. I'm gonna lose my respect towards you, even 2 times worse than before.
Maybe that is my problem, Mosa, because I have this thing of like, I would be like, I'm giving you a chance, but this is the last time. I'm just okay.
And you see, that is my
That's my
problem.
problem.
That's why I stopped giving chances. Because at some point, I forget that this person did A, B, C, D, and D to me. And then
I have a thing of
and then we
brushing
move
things off.
on. Yeah, you see, I
have a
don't want
thing
to
of
brush things off. I don't want to do that. Because brushing things off gives you the opportunity to disrespect me continuously over and over again. I witnessed it with a friend of mine. Hold up. I witnessed it with a friend of mine. You see this effortless love that we give so freely and so easily. This girl was my friend, like pre-primary school vibes. Like we grew up together, her mom and my grandmother, friends and whatever. But she always used to mess up in the same manner all the time. And I would say to her, I don't like it. Stop what you're doing. And then I'd forgive her and we'd move on and then she'd do it again. And then I'd have to say to her, Chomi, I said I don't like it. Stop it. And then we'd move on, I'd forgive her, and then she was going to do it again. So clearly it means you have absolutely no respect for me. You disregard my feelings within this friendship because I forgave you the one time. Now it shows you that, okay,
No,
now
I can get
away with it.
No, it's fine.
So
I
let me
hear
do
what
it
you guys
again.
are saying, ne? But my thing is this. Okay, I'm going to ask you because of we are family orientated.
Also, besides that, I don't want to be in a friendship or a relationship with somebody that I don't trust, because that situation builds a situation where I don't trust you.
Okay, so my question is this.
So now, if let's say Fabian and I, you are that friend and you're female and we're friends and Frank is my man, and you've been sleeping with my boyfriends or my hookups or whatever. When we're around Frank now, I'm trying very hard to protect Frank from you. So even when Frank giggles with you, now I start looking at you with the spicy eye, and I start telling Frank, you don't even look in that girl's direction.
And now it becomes difficult for friend.
Hey, how do I live?
Exactly. So
you must just look. Yeah. Even when she talks to you, you shut your mouth. You don't respond to her. Like,
so now it ruins. Maybe we had something very perfectly, and now it ruins that because of now I receive it differently. Because of now,
so the best option is to let go. Completely. Bye. Goodbye.
Because if you're still gonna live without that person. You're still gonna be. This is why I said I'm that person that if I notice certain things that I don't like, I'm gonna tell you I don't like this. Be it in a relationship, be it in a friendship. If you don't change those things,
be it family,
right? Be it family, by the way, right? If you don't change those things, it means I'm not worth you changing your...
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, whatever relationship we have is not that important
it's not
to
that
me.
important. So why should I linger on something that...
No, wait, guys. Wait. So, you are very close with your sisters, right?
I am.
You are very close with your brother and your sister, right? Yeah. So, with all of this that we have, like now, what if this is with your brother or your sister, with your sisters? Then what? Are you going to have the same energy, the same protective layer that you have with people outside of your family members?
When it needs to dissolve, it needs to dissolve. You see, this is the reason I mentioned family, because especially family takes advantage of situations like that. Because they know Fabian's love is effortless. Fabian's gonna forgive me. I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna say sorry. Fabian's gonna forgive me.
But I'm basing
again.
this on what you mentioned earlier. Like when you're out, you're out. Even when you like, I don't want you near my space. Would you even do that with your own sisters, even with your own brother and sister?
I would.
Yes, bro. You must understand.
I would. Protection of
but
self.
Would that be because of tough love or like? Sheba, it's like that.
No, it's because you're tired. Especially because with family, you forgive them multiple times over years and years of this person doing the same thing. At some point, you get tired and you're just like, you know what, sweetie?
Yeah, it's just past that.
I don't care anymore. You do you and I'll do me. It's fine.
We're still family.
We're still family. We're still related.
Remember,
family gatherings, I'll still say hello
remember
to you.
we mentioned
Thank you,
that doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna hate that person.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then even if he's my friend and then Sasa maybe did that to me, I'm still gonna smile with him. I'm not gonna be
working.
I'm not gonna be like, Sasa, no, I'm gonna be polite.
I understand that and I agree, but My thing is this shit, guys. Like, I can't be like, Shabaka Uluja little Lucy Bongle
The
and
cranberry juice is so warm.
like guy. But listen, so what I'm saying is this, I find it so hard. Sheba, I'm not saying like per se, just like for your own whatever, because we are talking about matters of the heart, like effortless love, unconditional love, and all of that, and protecting yourself, oneself.
But this is what Frank was saying, and I think I tried to say the same thing.
So
that you don't have to be angry at the person, because when you hold on to that anger, it's taking away from you.
No, obviously it's gonna take away from
so
you.
I don't have to be angry at the person.
But when I'm also, do you
siblings-
believe in hating someone?
Me? Who do I hate? I'm sure there's someone I hate.
No, listen, yin and yang, right? For every positive, there's a negative.
No, I'm asking that.
For every
because
white, blank, there's a white.
I feel like I hate someone, but I
Lynn,
actually
feel like
I
in
do.
like
I
somewhere
hate,
it's just
I
like
hate this
the
person.
person, like the fact that I hate the person
And-
took up so much of my mind that I decided to take it out.
Yeah,
so I don't
yeah.
even remember who the person is.
Yeah.
And my thing is this, that the fact that I hate this person so much, like this person is dead to me. That's how deep it is. You understand? Like even when I hear a name.
For me, you can be dead to me without me hating you.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Because
Seriously.
the hate takes away from me.
Listen, man, I don't like hate. Listen, do you know what, Nebra? Like I said, it goes to that point of you recognizing your self-worth. Recognizing your self-worth means safeguarding your health, your energy, which is your aura and the Lord. So this
does it mean it's not hate if I don't care about this person?
Listen. Lester.
At least it's not like I'm not listening.
Right. So
I feel like you now.
you know, you interject like a lot.
Sorry,
Like a lot.
guys.
And I've been behaving.
You've been a sweetheart.
Thank you.
Okay.
You must remember, right? I'm not going to say that it's wrong to hate. Hate is a difference of love, I get. So it's there for a reason. But it feeds off of you. And then you're going to hate someone, right? Now you're going to affect your own mental health. You're going to affect your own spirituality.
Yeah.
You're going to affect your own positivity, your aura, your energy. So that's too much.
That's
Now,
so hard.
that's you giving that person power over yourself
You're
again.
sacrificing yourself for that
Okay,
person.
may I say something?
So rather,
Listen.
listen. So rather, let's keep our distance, right? But I'm gonna be cool with you. Should I meet with you? I'm gonna be cool.
No, if I don't want to be cool, if I don't want to be cool with you.
That's what I'm saying. It's a choice.
You don't have to be cool with
It's a
anybody,
choice.
And I want to respond to his question when he was like, so if I don't care about somebody, does it mean I hate them?
No.
It means you have absolutely no feelings towards that person.
Exactly.
Because when you hate somebody, you actually feel something towards them.
You like,
And it's
yeah.
I wish this person died.
why I
I wish
asked you
this
that
person
question?
died.
Do you know why I
Deserve
asked
your
you? Do you know why I
feelings.
asked you that question? Do you know why I asked you that question? I asked you the question because of I remember the last. It was actually last week, but it was not Kahana. Ne? We spoke and then we spoke with this other guy, ne? And then this guy was like, and then this guy told him, no, to hate, but you must understand. So
I said that by the way.
There's actually a way now we'll go have that guy. Ne? But now, because of I have this thing of like, I want nothing to do with this person. I don't even want to see this person, which thanks God I haven't seen this person for over how many months now. Ne? And everything like social media, I don't see anything because I blocked. WhatsApp, I blocked. Phone calls and whatever, I blocked. I deleted numbers. The numbers obviously going to fade away because of the more you process in life, forgetting about this one
I
person.
don't even remember my ex-wife's numbers, and I used to.
You understand what I'm saying? So the reason I asked that question, I thought to myself, we see sometimes at times we forget how we can hate in the king. So I was like, does that mean hate? That's why I asked you that question. Does not mean like I'm saying I hate this person. I mentioned no man, I feel like I hate this person. And then you guys said this. I was like, no fuck shit. This is not hate. It just means like.
No, you must listen, by guy, right?
When you hate on someone, like you get to the point where like you everything of me. That's what hate does that to
May I
people.
say something, right? Let's take the characteristics, right? What is the opposite of love? Right? What is the opposite of love? Hate, right? Let's check the characteristics of love. When you love someone, it means that they're forever in your mind. You're forever thinking of them. Right? But with romantic feelings or with bubbly feelings, with warmth or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That's when you love someone.
But love is like
No, love.
it can't be romantic thing.
No, that's why I said bubbly and then I said warmth.
Yeah.
So warmth was
The company
obviously
itself, like
your
that
friend,
just brings that something
right?
good in yourself.
Even if I'm not with Sasa, I'll be like, oh, Mosa to my wife because of she's forever in my mind.
Yeah.
Whatever, but there's warmth. But she makes me feel this way. I love being with her because of whenever I'm with her, whenever I'm with you, I feel this type of way which is good towards my. Do you understand what I'm saying? So hate is the same characteristics, only a negative. But now you must remember, when you hate someone, you're still gonna be forever thinking of that person,
Talking about them.
forever talking about that person.
Wasting your energy.
Do you understand what I'm saying? But now only that's going to happen, but in a negative way. So it's going to feed off of you, right? But when you don't, when you feel for a reason, this person, I'm cutting this person off my life, but I don't hate that person. I'm still cool. I don't wish that person anything bad. It's just that they're not worth being in my space, in my life. You're not going to think about that person.
Yep.
They're just that. They just that someone that exists that you don't think about. Because now you don't hate them, but you recognize they don't belong. They don't belong. Yeah. So you have to recognize that you don't hate them, but you just recognize they don't belong within your space.
And if it's just not caring and not wanting the person in your space and not caring, that's that. As it is, meaning like you will never even really think about that person.
Yeah, you weren't obsessed.
So then it's not.
So guys, to wrap up everything, we need to wrap up now, right?
No, we are wrapping up.
To wrap up everything, I loved the conversation of today.
I did too.
Because we spoke about something very powerful.
And I behaved, nah.
And you did. And she's forever talking about her behaving.
Don't be a show off.
I was a good
no,
girl
Mosa is
today.
trying to. No, I see what Mosa is trying to do.
I was a good girl.
No, Mosa is trying to do something, Frank. I'm going to tell you now.
You tell me after the
podcast. Mosa is trying to do. Wait. You must listen to me. Mosa started off standing in for me, guys. Okay,
But I took over.
You took over.
I did a better job than you, like you admitted.
But you do.
So what's your problem, sir? So that's what I did.
It was a nice topic today, my guys.
It was really great. I enjoyed
Yeah, because
it.
Fabian is here, yeah.
And we learned a lot, right? Because of Fabian is here.
No, he didn't even know what the topic was.
No, but exactly because I didn't know what the topic was.
Guys, can you prepare? Is it possible to wrap up?
You are fired. Yeah, finish up, guys. Sorry, man.
My lord. Guys, I can't deal with these guys.
Yeah.
With these two. I love the fact that we got to actually go deep on the topic of love and what self-love is and how it intertwines with giving off effortless love, which is unconditional love in a way. And
Look also
and how we established that unconditional love
doesn't
can
necessarily mean
actually
you have boundaries. Yes, because of if you love someone, you're still gonna recognize that you want them to do good. So that means when they're going astray, you're gonna have to be like, no, I'm gonna punish you if you don't do this.
It doesn't mean that you stop loving them when they go
but
astray.
I still love you though.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to set it straight, right? And that's like where the subliminal boundary part comes in.
Sure.
You're not cutting that person off, but you still
I'm cut your ass off.
Yeah.
And then we realized that there are people worth cutting off your life, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that if someone takes advantage of your love or is toxic towards you, it's not good for you, your energy, your mental. You're not able to cut them off because of you have this effortless, unconditional love.
Hey, it's rubbish. Don't do it.
So stay loving each other, but love yourself more.
Yeah, self-love is very important, guys.